Hey there, Taylor here, and I have Katya. So today we're working on her being more comfortable with being handled with the leash and me putting the leash on. So pretty surprising. I didn't expect to actually work on this today. I actually intended to work on weight, just like RuPaul. But I noticed that Katya doesn't really like to be handled, and she's a little nervous about leashes being put onto her. And I'm sure she gives you the same behavior. The behavior being, leash comes out, she starts darting around, she starts like, no, kind of dodging her head, moving away from the leash. I suspect there's a little bit of fear involved right there. The fear of just being grabbed and being handled with the leash. Maybe she's just afraid of it. A lot of dogs are pretty nervous about that whole fiasco, so it's really important to actually break down how to be more comfortable around it. So the first thing I did was I taught her that you could just touch the leash. So we taught her touch. Touch is not her most favorite cue. Again, doesn't like being handled. So of course, touching somebody's hand, it could be a little, a lot for her. Touch. Good. Remember, touch, open palm, just like that. Now, you can teach dogs to actually touch other things. There's another cue called check, which is the same thing, but for her, I'm just keeping it simple. I want you to touch this leash. Yes, good job. Touch the leash, get a treat. Really simple. So what I'm trying to do is cultivate good feelings around this leash. Good things happen when this comes out, and I want her to be more active and more involved when I'm about to put a leash on. Instead of running away, you can touch it instead. Touch. Yes, good job, good job, good job. Now the treats I'm actually using cheese. I'm using a pretty high value treat because this is kind of hard for her. So I'm going to make sure, yes, that I make sure the paycheck is worth it for her. Yes, good. I was clicking, but since I have the leash in my hand and I'm using treats, I'm going to go ahead and just use yes. Don't worry about doing too much at one time. If the clicker is too much, yes. Go ahead and use your other positive marker, which is yes. Letting her do it again. Sometimes putting it on the ground helps it a little bit more. I'm not holding it. It's not as daunting. Put a little cheese right there. Yes, good girl. A little cheat right there. So I did it. Yes, good girl. I did it a few more times. Let her touch. Let her get used to actually looking and touching the leash like so. After a while, yes, good girl. She got really good at doing that, as you can see. Yes, good girl. Then I started to hold the leash again in my hand. Yes, good girl. Go back to the same, yes. Hard. Yes, good girl. And I did that a few more times. Now after this, I started to shape the behavior I want. I want her to be still when I put the leash on. So the way I started to do that, after a little fun exercise I just did, I held a treat in my hand, and I started to approach her on the other side with that leash. I didn't really put it on though. Notice what I'm doing. Yes, good girl. I'm basically showing her that the leash coming near you causes good things to happen. Leash coming near you, yes, good things happen. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good job. Yes, good job, good job, good job. Basically, I'm making the leash the predictor for these treats. Yes, good job. Yes, good. Yes, good. Yes, good job. I'm going to give her a quick break. Go ahead, good girl. Good job, good job, good job. And I'm going to keep going. What'd you do? If she touched, yes, good girl, good job. So she chose to sit down, which is great. I'm going to accept that and keep working with it. Yes, good job. Yes, good. I like her choosing to sit because this is better than her running around. I think she's making it easy for herself too. She knows that if she's running around, then she may not be able to do this. Yes, good. Yes, good. Yes, good. Good job. Good job. Good girl. You gonna touch it? Yes, good girl. Good job. And I'm actually wiggling her collar a little bit. Yes, good girl. Good job. Good job. Give another break. That's a good girl. Breaks are crucial while doing this. Again, this is hard, so I'm letting her like, yeah, you can take a break. Go chase a treat for a second. Okay, and then she comes back to you. You can go ahead and continue. Yes, good. Yes, good. So things to look out for. If she is moving backwards away from your hand when you're approaching with the leash, stop going so far too soon. So notice that she is not walking backwards, so I feel comfortable enough to continue approaching her with that leash. If she started moving away, running away from my hand, then I will stop the exercise and I will really take it a step back. I'm not going to go too far in. I'm going to kind of gradually go towards. I'm not going to go full on towards. It makes any sense. You want to make it gradual? Yes. And not all at once. All right. Okay, so just like that, she moved back, so I stop. Yes, good. A little bit of consent here too. I'm letting her decide when it's, if it's too much, and then I'll stop. But she's doing a really good job at just, staying still, letting me approach her. Yes. Good. Yes, good girl. Good girl. And when the leash comes on, lots of treats. I highly recommend doing this whenever you are trying to but actually do this as often as you can so she can get more used to leash being put on without us having to chase her or grab her. So she can be more active and you put a leash on. She can actually do it, as you can see. Be calm, put a leash on. Really simple. Anyway, she did a really good job today. If you have any questions, let us know. Practice this as shown. And yeah, we'll keep going. Have a good day. Bye.